So hello guys, my name is Sonia and you are watching Anime Recapped with Sonia. Let's start the video. So at the start of the episode, we see that Beryl and Lysandra are standing in front of the monster Zanuck Garbel. Both of them get ready to fight it and then Beryl asks Lysandra if she has some potions. So she says yes, I have 2 magic potions. Hearing this, Beryl thinks in his mind that she came fully prepared. While she will be fighting that monster at that time, I will go and help Porter. And thinking this, he extends his hand toward Lysandra to ask for a potion. So Lysandra slaps his hand and says that I will go and help Porter. Seeing this, Beryl gets very surprised and thinks in his mind that I did not think of that at all. Then we see Beryl and that monster fighting each other. That monster is attacking Beryl with his claws and Beryl is blocking all those attacks. Then Beryl finds a chance and attacks one of its legs with his sword. But nothing happens to its leg from Beryl's attack. Seeing this, Beryl gets shocked and thinks in his mind that if this monster hits me even once then I will be finished. Then that monster again attacks Beryl and while dodging him, Beryl comes a little back. Coming back, he sees that Lysandra is taking Porter inside the cave and at the same time that monster gives a very powerful attack to Beryl, due to which Beryl falls back and we see that his hand gets injured. Beryl thinks in his mind that surely its face must be its weak point, and thinking this, he goes to attack its face. But at that time that monster gives a fire attack to Beryl. That attack passes very close from Beryl's head. Seeing this, Beryl gets shocked and thinks in his mind that I cannot attack it from the front. Saying this, he attacks it from the side. But that monster dodges it. Then that monster attacks Beryl with its tail. But Beryl uses his sword and blocks it. And because of this, that monster's tail gets cut in the middle. Getting angry from this, that monster again gives a fire attack to Beryl. But Beryl dodges it and goes a little back. Seeing this, that monster gets more angry and then directly charges at Beryl. While attacking Beryl, it drags him across the whole forest. Seeing this, Beryl thinks in his mind that this will at least buy them a little time, and then he climbs on that monster. Seeing this, that monster takes him straight into the sky and then brings him back and throws him very hard in front of that cave. But Beryl jumps down and saves himself from its attack. Then that monster turns the whole area around into lava and we see that it also turns the inside part of the cave into lava. Seeing this, Beryl climbs on a rock to save himself and thinks in his mind that I don't have time to waste. And then Beryl runs and gives it one after another attack. But those attacks do not affect that monster at all. And then that monster starts giving fire attacks to Beryl one after another and Beryl keeps running and dodging them. Then because of one attack of that monster, Beryl gets thrown in the air. So Beryl takes advantage of this and puts his sword inside that monster's eye. That monster breaks that sword and throws Beryl away from him, and then we see that monster gets very angry. But then we see that Lysandra jumps from a hill and attacks that monster's head and kills it and then apologizes to Beryl because his sword got broken due to her being late. Beryl says it's okay and then asks her how is Porter. So Lysandra tells him that he is fine. Then we see both of them coming to the Adventurers Guild and Nidus gets very shocked seeing that both of them killed a named monster. Lysandra says that if Master was not there then we would have reached our maker. Hearing this, Nidus thanks Beryl and seeing his skills he asks him if he wants to become an adventurer. But Beryl refuses him without listening completely. Then we see that to recover that monster's loot, the Adventurers Guild makes a recovery team and they all start preparing to go there. Then we see Beryl and Lysandra tells Beryl that I think Guild Master is wrong. How can you become just a small adventurer? Hearing this, Beryl thinks in his mind that everyone hypes me too much. Then Lysandra says sorry to Beryl and tells him that this all happened because I praised you a bit too much. So Beryl says it's okay, it's not your fault, and thinks in his mind, but your overpraising me makes me a little troubled. Then Lysandra tells Beryl that but you really are very strong. I feel very happy that you gave me a chance to fight with you in that life and death situation. So Beryl says that I should thank you. Whatever decisions you took, they were absolutely correct, and because of that we all came back alive, and that's why I am proud of you. Hearing this, Lysandra starts blushing a lot. So Beryl tells her that you don't need to feel shy. You are not a child anymore. Then in the next scene we see that Karuni is taking Beryl to a blacksmith because his sword was broken and Karuni also wanted to go there for her work. Then we see that Alusha is also going with them. Beryl thinks in his mind, but I think Alsha must be having a lot of work. So is it right for her to come with us? Then Alusha tells Beryl that choosing your sword really matters a lot and being the commander of Night Order, it is my duty to come with you. Then we see that they all come into the blacksmith shop and we see that the owner of the shop is a former student of Beryl. Alusha asks him if you know him. So Beryl tells her that he is Balder Gasp. He is my former student and among all of my students only Balder is older than me. He wanted to make very good swords. So to feel the sword himself he came into my dojo. Then Balder asks them for what reason have you all come here. So Karuni tells him that I want you to sharpen my sword. So Balder sees her sword and says that its work is finished. You should find a new one for yourself. He tells Kuruni that not only has its edge become dull but also it has broken from the side and because of that it cannot be repaired. Hearing this, Alusha says, but I have never seen her treating her sword badly. Hearing this, Beryl asks Kuruni, when you hold your short sword then how does it feel? So Kuruni says it feels very light to me. Hearing this, Beryl says that's the thing and he tells Kuruni that for you a short sword is not the right weapon. Balder tells her that if you cannot even feel the weight of your weapon then you cannot use it properly. Then Beryl looks a bit shocked but thinks that Kuruni is small but very strong. So he tells her to use a 200 Zweihander sword. Then Beryl gives her that sword and asks her how do you feel holding it? So Kuruni tells him that it is not light but it also doesn't feel that heavy. And then we see that Kuruni buys that sword. Then Beryl goes to see a sword for himself, so Alusha tells him that a person of your skill level should get a sword custom made. So Beryl says no, I don't need to do that much. All these swords also look very good. Then we see that Lysandra also comes there. So Beryl asks Lysandra, why did you come here? Then we see that she brings that monster's leg and she wants to make a long sword from it. Balder tells her that but your broadswords are also very amazing, so why do you need a long sword? So she says for master to use. So Beryl tells her that but you defeated it so this will not be right. Then Alusha says that if we are talking about what is right here then Night Order should give a sword to master. So Beryl says even that doesn't feel right to me. Then Lysandra tells him that master please accept it. Let me atone for my mistake. We see that Beryl is not agreeing to her words. So Balder tells him that if she is saying so much then why don't you accept her words? And then we see that Beryl accepts it and Lysandra thanks him. Then we see that to make a long sword from a named monster Balder gets very excited. Seeing him, Beryl thinks in his mind that I thought he was feeling bad for Serena. But actually he himself wanted to make a sword from a named monster. Then Balder asks Beryl that I want to give my best in this. So can you give me 1 week to finish it? And we see that Beryl agrees. Then we see that they return from there and we see that Beryl is teaching Kuruni to use that sword. He tells Kuruni that Zweihander has 2 features. First, when you slash with it then you slash from the side. In this you can use centrifugal force better compared to slashing vertically. And second, you can use its ricasso. He tells her that ricasso is that middle area which is not sharp at all. With this the center of gravity changes and it becomes easier to use it. Then Kuruni holds the ricasso and swings that sword but she cannot handle it. So Beryl tells her don't use your but Beryl holds her hand and says that this is wrong. She tries to free her hand. But Beryl doesn't let go. Then we see that she gives a fire attack on Beryl and runs away from there. Then we see that girl coming into a house and actually that is her base. We see some people sitting there and that girl gives them some money and says that today I got only this much. So they say just this much, are you not slacking off? Then a man says she won't do that. She also has to earn her own share. He says right Mai. We see that Mew notices something missing from her neck and she gets shocked and then we see that Beryl gets a magic accessory and the episode ends here. So guys, this was episode 4 of From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. If you liked the video then like the video, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.